Well, hello guys. I wanted to make a video on this Evaporust. I've been doing some research. I had one of these channel locks, Kobalt brand, that I was using one day, and I left them outside, and they got a good coat of rust on them, and I just never picked them up. They sat next to my sewage clean out drain for the better part of 2 years. They've been sitting there in direct sunlight. Sun has not really weathered away the rubber. It's just kind of discolored a little bit. They do move somewhat, and they're not acting like they should. But anyway, I've been doing some research on ways to kill rust, get it off this tool, some muriatic acid, some other things, and I liked them, and I liked some of the work that they did. And you know, I could take this to, I don't have one, but I've got a family member that's got a blaster. I could take it to them and I could blast it, but I didn't really want to do that, as I wanted to try this. It says it's non-toxic. Get that up here. It's non-toxic, biodegradable, safe on the skin and eyes. There's literally a YouTube video from the company itself where this guy drips it in his eyes. I'm not going to be doing that. It says it's reusable. I could see where you would want to reuse it if you got multiple items. I just have the one item. I usually take care of my tools, so I don't really have a problem with that. It's used on all these different things, just advertising on the back here, or on the front here. This is one U.S. quart, 32 fluid ounces. And on the back, it just gives you some directions telling you that you should clean, you know, small object derusting. You should clean if there's any oil or anything like that, which this part does not have any oil on it. Says you want to completely immerse the item to be derusted for 1 to 12 hours. I'm probably going to do mine for 24 hours just to see, but I'll do a check at 12 hours. It definitely says that you want to use at 65 degrees Fahrenheit or warmer, which is why this has delayed me to doing a video today. We've been pretty cold the past week here in Texas, and we've got a little week of 80-degree weather, so we're going to try it out. But here's some other information for other types of derusting. And they got some, you know, kudos going on here with some winner magazines and awards that they've won and such. The cool thing about this in all my research when I decided to pick this up was the fact that you could use it in sprayers, ultrasonic cleaners, pressure washers, all that kind of stuff. It wouldn't hurt it. But also, whenever you want to dispose of it, it says you can dispose of it down the drain, but that the only thing that would limit where you can dispose it is its iron content. But I've had other chemicals that's had a high iron content, and I pour it on the grass, and my grass looks amazing. So chances are we're going to put this on a place where my grass isn't doing so well. See what it does there too. Might do a video on that. But I know y'all, there's some skeptics out there, but Harbor Freight is where I found this. They have this small one. They have a larger one. I didn't need that much because, again, I'm just doing this. Show you the receipt here. I picked up some other things, you know, some socket rails and such, but which I might do a video on, I don't know. The Evaporust was originally $8.99, and $7.19 with I used a 20% off coupon. Took $1.80 off there, so yeah, that was, I figured it was just a good price. I'm going to have a lot left over, but I'll show you what it looks like here in about 12 hours. I'm gonna put it in this container here. Don't know where I got it. I got a few of them at the house, but they're pretty cheap, so I'll get back with you here in just a little bit. Okay, so I know it's not much different, but I'm gonna use this. It's about the smallest I could find. It's not much of a difference, but, and then I'm gonna measure how much of this actually goes in the cup, and we'll drop the part in there and see, drop the tool in there, see what we can't get done. Let's start with there's 8 ounces, right around there, close to there. Definitely gonna need a little bit more than that. Let's do another 8 ounces, give us 16. Yeah, that should be plenty. Should be plenty. Better than using 22, I guess. And then drop her in there. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Just covered it right to the handle, which is what I wanted. Just another note, this stuff will not damage the rubber grips as well. That was one of the researching facts that I found out, was it won't actually discolor or damage any type of rubber grips, plastic grips, anything like that on these tools. It will just take care of the metal. So don't be afraid to get this into the actual liquid. So we'll give it 12 hours. I'll do a check at 12 hours, then we're going to do a check at 24 hours from now, and see what this stuff's all about. All right, so it has been 12 hours, and it's going to be the first time we pull it out. Sorry about the lighting. I don't have any lights in this particular shed. But has done a very nice job getting the rust off. Yeah, and the channel locks function way better. So I'm gonna move it. Probably leave it there. Probably leave it all the way extended and soak it again, just to get it a little bit more saturated in this area here. Seems it's got a little bit of rust right there that needs to take care of. So we're gonna let it soak for another 12 hours. We'll check on it again. Okay, so I came out here and checked it about 12 hours. It was a little over 12 hours, and it still wasn't quite done right. About here, there was still some rust left. Very small amount, but as you can see, 24 hours, and this tool has no rust on it whatsoever. They recommend that you rinse this off because it leaves a film. So I'm going to rinse this off real quick and see what it looks like. Let's stay tuned with me. I'll be right back. Okay, it's rinsed off and looks great. I'm gonna dry it off and drop stuff everywhere. Yeah, looks great. Evaporust works. I saved it just in time for no pitting. 2 years of rusting, no sunlight. Didn't really pit it that bad. Just gotta clean the handle up a little bit and we're good to go. So Evaporust works.